Hi everyone. Again, it's Jennifer Zavia. If you get any value from this video, please go ahead and share, like, comment. And actually, I can't even believe I just told you guys to even share this video. I'm going to actually share with you guys something that I've gone through for many years. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome when I was about 21 years old. I was trying hard to get pregnant, to have my first child. I went through a lot of things during that time. Just being told that I had PCOS. At that time, there was hardly any doctors that really knew much about it. Figured a lot of it out on the internet myself. When I went to the doctor, they were like, yeah, so what? You have, PCOS. Let's give you some metformin. And he told me it would help me lose weight. Now, that's true. Metformin can help you lose weight because I believe it counteracts the sugar that you're putting into your body. But if you don't put any sugar into your body, you don't need metformin to lose weight. So metformin helps us, but it's not a cure, because the more that you take metformin and the more you eat anything that turns into sugar, it's not going to help you. Anyway, so my story continues on. I ended up figuring out that if I did a low-carb diet, I could get pregnant. I got pregnant with my first daughter and gave birth to her after 4 years of infertility. And then afterwards, I suffered and I couldn't have kids again. And I realized that I had to go back on low-carb diet. I decided to actually go ahead and have a gastric bypass. Before the gastric bypass, I was losing a lot of my hair. All in the front was completely thin. It looked awful. With polycystic ovarian syndrome, we get male balding. Up here tends to become super thin. I puff mine back up. It becomes super thin and just not, I don't know, it's embarrassing. But after my surgery, I continued to lose my hair, and my hair got worse. Like, most of my hair fell out because of the surgery, and it was like so embarrassing. I remember walking around. I had a really good job at the time, and working in corporate for a computer. I had a computer position. And I was mortified. I was like, I walk around with like this, so much hair loss in my entire head. But that was from the gastric bypass, and everybody knew I had it. But still, I never knew I had options. And if I knew I had options, I probably would have taken them back then, because it was embarrassing. So then, continued through life with polycystic ovarian syndrome, gained lots of weight, would lose it. Ended up getting pregnant with my second daughter, who I was low-carbing at the time actually, I was embarrassed because my weight loss surgery didn't work correctly. The food would go right down into my intestines, so I would be able to eat as much as anybody else would. And I think I lost a total of 40 pounds from my gastric bypass, and I was way over 100 pounds overweight. So I was fine when I got pregnant because I could eat as much as I wanted to eat. But I chose to continue my low-carb diet, which is what I was on to get pregnant. And I continued it through my pregnancy, and it felt awesome. It was probably my best pregnancy, because I just felt good being on low-carb diet. And then my daughter was born, very healthy. But then I was breastfeeding her and working, and within a few months I was pregnant again because I continued the low carb. Wasn't something we planned. It was something that just happened, and it was a happy surprise. But after not being able to, have kids unless I knew I was low carbing, I never even thought to say, wait, just figured because I was breastfeeding I couldn't get pregnant right away. So my two daughters are very close in age, and they look like twins. They're now 9 and 10. And my hair continued to fall out with each pregnancy, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And it was really embarrassing. In 2013, I remarried. I had gone through a divorce right before the birth of my third daughter, and we went through a divorce, got remarried in 2013, and my hair was just a mess. And I came across a video just before I got married, I remember, and it was like this story of this young girl that had unexplained baldness, and she got it very young. I mean, really young. She was only like 20 or 21 when she was doing these videos on hair loss. So I watched them, and I couldn't believe that you could actually buy wigs and actually wear wigs, and they actually looked good on people. I mean, she looked so good. So I wanted to get a wig, but I was embarrassed. I still really wasn't ready for it. My husband was supportive either way, but you could tell he'd prefer that I didn't go that route. Continued on, more hair loss. I actually started essential oils. Hair started growing back. It was wonderful. Just not enough. Just not enough to say, you know, I don't know, it's just not growing back fast enough. So, extremely impatient, I went and I bought myself a wig. This is the wig. I'm not that keen on taking it off yet in front of people or showing it. I actually only got it yesterday. Picked it up. Decided for my 40th birthday that it was something I really wanted. My husband said, go for it. You know, that will be my present to you. And that's what I did. I tried to choose a color that was somewhat close to my hair color. It was tough to do because I had just dyed my hair a dark brown, so when I went into the wig place, they were like checking for like all these dark colors, and anytime I'd go near a blonde wig, they were like, no, you can't wear blonde, you know, oh, you look so much better in this color, this is more like your color, and I'm like, this is not my color either. I just dyed it, and I'm trying to go back to my blonde, but I don't want to dye my hair and lose more hair. So that's where I am. I would love to thank the person. What is her YouTube channel is like My Little Secret, I think, or something like that. I want to thank her so much for sharing her video and sharing her story, because if it wasn't for watching her story, I definitely would never have even known that I could go for a wig. I always thought wigs were just for people that had really bad alopecia, I think that's how you pronounce it, or people that, you know, were going through chemo. And, you know, I'm actually pretty happy with the results. I mean, it looks really, it looks really natural, and it's kind of cool, right? I actually have it clipped up in the back. Yeah, you can see the clip right there. I can't really see where my hand's going, and it's backwards. So I have it clipped up because I'm not used to having hair here. I'm used to being completely bald, so it's taking a lot to get used to. My kids are young, and they do not like it. My mom wants my hair to be like this. She thinks it's so great that I have hair, so I should just, you know, wear it like, you know. But no, I want to try and get used to it a little by little and keep it, you know, as flat as possible, because I'm not used to having so much hair. And that's it. That's my journey with hair loss. And I would love to try different wigs and stuff. So if anybody sees this and wants me to try on a new wig, I will do it. And eventually maybe I'll come out of my shell and create a step-by-step, actually maybe I'll do a coming out of the closet party and cut my hair underneath, because I think it would be easier to use. But once I get used to like really wearing it, like I can't even show you. In the back here, it's like popping up in the back. When it's like too close, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it does look too wiggy, but I know I just need to get used to it. I haven't had hair like this ever. When I was a kid, I used to have really long hair, but it was always thin. and as an adult, it's just gone. Totally gone right there. So what do you guys think of my wig? Do you have polycystic ovarian syndrome? Would you do the same? They're very expensive, I have to tell you. Wigs is a big investment to do, but I can't wait for my next wig. I got a short one because the more it rubs on the back, the worse it comes. Also, my natural length of my hair is a little bit shorter than this. So I actually might take this in and get it cut a little bit, and maybe I need it styled. I need it to be blow dried and actually really, I don't know. I'm lost. Again, it's just my first day wearing the wig, but I love that. This is like, I got an expensive lace top, so that way I can actually part it to either side that I want to part it to. So it doesn't look too bad, right? Does it look wiggy? Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Again, if you got any value from this, share it, like it, and all that. And that's it. That's me.